we would like to invite our first speaker for the inaugural session, Mr. Debasish Banerjee, Managing Director, CESC Limited Distribution. Over to you, Mr. Banerjee, for your kind address, please.
Very good afternoon to all the August audience, and I thank you for providing us the opportunity to dwell on such a subject which is of core importance to all the industries. Well, the topic obviously which we are going to dwell upon is how to adopt leverage technology in terms of enhancing safety. So we as a power utility, for safety is at the core of all our operations. It is not only about the rules and the preventive measures, but it's a deeply ingrained value in our organization's culture. Our main objectives are that while all our employees and contractors, they return home safely, and all the consumers and citizens whom we serve in the area of Calcutta, Howrah, and these adjoining areas, they are ring-fenced when they are out of their houses in terms of public electrical safety to the maximum extent possible. So we, as CSC, have embarked on adopting disruptive, cutting-edge, innovative technologies and transforming our processes and systems to be more efficient by embracing digitalization in the true sense, and for us, adopting Industry 4.0, which is the Internet of Things, through embedded sensors, processors, and communication hardware. We are doing all this to ensure that we are proactive, we preempt the electrical hazards, and we use this to drive our objectives in enhancing safety. Today, I'll dwell on this topic with three major points. The first is ensuring the consumer safety and societal safety. To start with, in this point, we have a high voltage and a low voltage network, which all of us know. The high voltage network is majorly underground, so it's inherent built-in safety. All our oil type, switches or switch gears, we have been replaced with the SF6 switch gears to avoid any kind of oil hazards or fire hazards. You would have seen a lot of pillar boxes, which are wherever the network comes above ground and from wherever the connections go to various premises, they are the various pillar boxes. So we have replaced majority of our distribution pillar boxes with modified designs by which if somebody opens the pillar box, they are not directly they don't get in touch with any kind of electrical live parts using switch units. Going forward, we have seen that wherever we are finding unauthorized access, we have innovated and put in reinforced features in our pillar box, which has a concrete design inside it and which has some kind of paint by which it is not live during the operation, so anybody cannot have an unauthorized access. We all know that in the city of Calcutta, there are some areas which are prone to waterlogging when there are torrential rains combined with high tide. So we have developed a frugal technology, a simple water level indicator, which is a sensor-based IoT technology. There is a proximity sensor. Whenever the water level goes beyond the safe levels, there is an alarm which is sent automatically to our customer CRM system, customer relationship management system, which triggers SMSs to the consumers to say that we are going to switch off the area because there is a waterlogging in that area. And the same sensor which sends messages to our control room engineers, they immediately deploy a GPS-enabled mobile field crew to energize these distribution boxes. The system again generates a docket whenever the water level goes beyond below the safety levels, and the whole matter is again re-energized. So this is all done through the help of technology and automation. If you look at the low voltage, wherever the majority of our overhead low voltage are underground, but wherever there are overhead networks, we have ensured that we do not have, we replace the bare conductors with aerial bunch conductors, which has a higher robustness and resilience, and We have seen during these storms, they have a better operational, value, and they don't fail as a normal bare conductors. Going forward, we have also found out in some areas, because cable is a part from where people, tend to, have an access sometimes unauthorized maybe. So we have used coaxial cables, which is one of its kind in the industry. And it is such a system that if you try to break into that, it will automatically switch off the supply, and nobody will be able to take power from there. So these are few points in terms of cables. When we were talking on the safety of our people, or the crew which are working on the field, and even the public safety around, we have cameras which is installed at various sites where big sites are going on, and the video analytics are done on that. For individual people working at the site, we are working on a phased introduction of phased upscaling of GoPro camera, which will be connected to our backend system, which is connected to our backend system, it'll act like a kind of a CCTV for that person who is working individual, to ensure that he has worn all his PPEs and safety safeguards, so that he is safe and the public are safe. Then going forward, we also find that because wherever there are overhead networks for us, which is small though, we have used the technology of mapping our asset base on the GIS map and the satellite image of trees. And based on this data analytics, we work with the municipal corporations to trim the trees to ensure that the vegetation does not cause any safety hazards. Going forward, we have a lot of distribution transformers all over the places. We have converted all of the oil type transformers to dry type transformers, especially in crowded places like markets, hospitals, and busy streets. We conduct audit and inspection joint with the municipal authorities for many markets, municipal markets, nursing homes, and slums, and tell them what needs to be done. In terms of the fuse-free concept, we have introduced miniature circuit breakers and molded MCCBs, which actually help to detect any kind of leakage for any kind of installation, including the consumers, and they save the consumers and the offices from any kind of electrical shocks. Now, going to the second part, the enhancement and upgradation of the HV and EHV network. We know that for our transmission network, which is 220 kV, 132 kV, and going down to 33 kV, there are a lot of outdoor substation yards which we have converted to indoor GIS-based substations. And again, the oil circuit breakers, bulk oil, and minimal circuit breakers, they have been converted to SF6. We have ensured that we are trying to adopt going forward the clean air technology or blue gas technology, which there are many manufacturers which are coming up out with it. To replace it with the SF6, which and reduce the carbon footprint. Going forward, for the power transformers, we use ester oil, which is safeguard against which flashpoint is higher. We use a nitrogen injection drain and stir system, which is installed in transformers to safeguard against any internal fire, and a high velocity water spray for any external fire. Going forward, for the indoor substations, we have ensured that we have medium velocity, water spray and fire sensors, use of sensors, which, which send signals to these sprays to ensure that if there is any chance of fire or smoke, they will the first one on to be activated and remotely done it without any human intervention. Going forward, we have now changed our philosophy from schedule-based maintenance to predictive maintenance. And for this, we have used the industry 4.0 and IoT technologies, where what we have done is that we have done the comprehensive software-based asset health monitoring by using cutting-edge disruptive technology of putting IoT-based sensors. These sensors may be hotspot sensors, PD sensors, temperature sensors, water level sensors, humidity sensors, etc. at all our assets like transformers, ring main units, pillar boxes. We also use pan tilt camera and at our major outdoor substations, and drones for monitoring this thermal imaging. So what happens, these all sensors, whether it's a drones or pan tilt camera and all the sensors, they are connected on real time to our head-end systems, and which automatically tell us that if there is any kind of preemptive the failure which can happen. So we preempt that, and we do that maintenance before, so that the thing does not fail and there is no downtime of both for the customers and for the system. So and going forward, we have adopted immersive technologies in terms of the augmented reality, the extended reality, with the help of the Google Lens, HoloLens, or other wearable devices, where we can tell our people remotely how to troubleshoot and give training on the protection system, thereby enhancing the embedded safety and through the immersive experience. We have created digital twins of our substations, and we are upgrading that. And we, by help of that, we are able to, upskill our workmen through simulation and enhance the safety at the workplace. So what we are doing is, by help of all these, by the help of digital twins, by the help of immersive technologies, we can remotely access a kind of a protection device of the relay when it trips, and on the mobile itself we can have the diagnostic of the relay and do the necessary things to restore reset the relay, restore the fault, create all safety protocols, and switch it on. So going forward, we are working on sensor-based workman's suit with hotspot, fault detection, and other health parameters at this place, and we are having our own AI-enabled, team, the BI team, which works on this augmented reality. We work on the data analytics, which we get from all these, sensors which we have on the field, and by this we are developing a foolproof system. Other than this, I would not dwell much on the safety, other the manual aspects, but nevertheless, we do have safety campaigns at various, localities and neighborhoods, what they should do, what they should not do during monsoons, etc., and the electricians during Durga Puja, etc. So with this, I would like to, sum it up by saying that we are leveraging all kind of innovative and disruptive technologies to ensure that we derive value which improves our operational efficiency, which enhances our safety and enhances our customer experience, but all done at an optimized cost. Thank you very much.